Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So today's going to be one of those readings where I'm going to be more direct than usual. It is a general reading, so of course just take what resonates, and if you don't like something you don't have to accept it. You can check out a playlist link down below for a different reading, but every so often I do this, as my regulars will tell you, and as my regulars know, where I'm just more direct and to the point, and my messages will land with like a specific group of people, or 2 or 3, you know, whoever it's meant to be for is who it will be for, and I'm not gonna over explain, or you know what I mean. I'm not gonna be able to, I just don't have the time to be the diplomat that I usually try to be on my channel. So if you're feeling particularly sensitive, you know, maybe this isn't the right reading for you, again, check out the playlist link down below for a different reading. I don't know that you're gonna, I don't know what's gonna come out, so maybe it's gonna be fine, but that's what we're working with today. So rather than give you stones to pick from, I'm gonna use my messages deck. So usually people who come to the channel have someone on their mind, somebody that they like, somebody they're involved with, etc., things like that. Go ahead and think about that person, and we can tap into their higher consciousness. So for whoever's watching, Spirit, for those who are meant to watch group 1, what would their person of interest say to them if they had no filter? For those who are meant to watch group 1, so I'm just flew out. Knight of Pentacles, yes, I'm slow to make a move, but once I do, I'm the most loyal and solid partner. Trust me, I'm worth it. So that is for group 1. If that sounds like something that your person would say, or if that sounds like your situation, you can go with that one. Let's see, for group 2, shifting gears to group 2. For those who are meant to watch group 2, what would their person's higher consciousness say to them? This one's poking out. We've got, why wait? I've got the hots for you and the sex is fire. Let's move fast. So we've got that message coming through. So this is somebody who's more in a rush, very different energy so far than group 1. Somebody that you're maybe physically involved with, but either way there's an intense attraction here, and this person wants to move fast. So we've got earth energy, so somebody's likely earth dominant in group 1. Fire energy, somebody's likely fire dominant for group 2. So group 3, for everyone watching who is meant to watch group 3, what would their person's higher consciousness say to them if they had no filter? More fire energy with the Queen of Wands. I love how outgoing you can be. You're someone everyone can't help but notice. Okay, so that could be talking about you. The majority who watch are females or feminines, but even if you're a masculine, you know, it can still apply. But that is something that's coming through. So pause the video if you need more time. We're gonna get started with group 1. Welcome group 1. If the slow-moving Knight of Pentacles came out for you, then this is your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card from excuse me, my holographic Lisa Frank Tarot. If anybody's interested in this deck, the link for it is down below. For everyone who has chosen group 1, what do they need to know about this situation? Got the Magician, so you could be dealing with the Gemini or somebody with that strong in their chart. It feels like somebody, this is to do with communication and somebody wanting to make something happen here. This could be my manifestors group, where you're trying to manifest a situation. You could be dealing with the showy individual, somebody that works in entertainment or in the spotlight. You could, either way, this is what's coming out. It's also about a new beginning, so maybe this is a newer connection, or it's still in the early stages. This could be somebody that you feel like you've known for a long time or known before, because it could be a karmic relationship or someone that you have karma with, unfinished karma. And I'm also getting there's something else that I was getting. It escaped my mind. So yeah, we'll go ahead and set to the side, and we'll do a 5-card spread using my Art Deco Tarot. And if the air conditioning is bothering somebody, you can go ahead and mute the video. I always have closed captionings on all my videos, so you can read the closed captionings if you need to. For my group 1s, what is their situation, please? For my group ones. Again with the Magician. Oh, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Maybe it feels like nothing's ever going to happen in the situation, or that things aren't going to work out, or in the future it's going to feel like that. But for somebody watching, it's going to work out just when you think it's not going to work out. Okay? And that's the message the Magician has for someone. So let's look at your situation real quick here. What's the situation of those who chose group 1? Got the High Priestess, so not a lot going on here. You probably feel, again, some sort of a connection with one another. Like I said, with the Magician, there could be unfinished business or karma, or you feel like you've known this person before, or that you've known this person for a long time, even if you haven't, because it is that spiritual connection with the High Priestess. But I do feel like somebody's going to take initiative in the situation, or has done. It feels like you both feel that this has a lot of potential. Okay? Some of you could be dreaming about this person, or intuitively picking up on this person's energy. But it does feel like, you know, you guys are sitting pretty, like sitting back, letting them come to you. And since you're at this reading, you're obviously looking into a crystal ball, so to speak, to try to figure things out, like utilizing spiritual techniques to understand this person and the situation better. What is your energy towards this person? We've got the Knight of Swords, so you could be the air sign. This person is the Knight of Wands. So even though you've gone in different directions, or your energies are pulling you in different directions, or there's general guardedness between the two of you, communication's a bit challenged. Maybe you feel like giving this person a piece of your mind. Maybe this person has done. The Knight of Swords represents somebody that is, you know, sharp with their words, can be very smart as well, but also somebody that's like flighty, changes directions, and is always up for a battle, always up for a fight. So apply that how it resonates to your situation if it does. But it does feel like this is your energy towards this person, and they're guarded, they're on their guard with the Nine of Wands. So even if everything's cool on the surface between the two of you, because of the High Priestess showing a connection between the two of you, and maybe nothing is really happening in the situation, there is a strong desire for communication and things that you feel like you need to say. And this person could come in and out of your life, right? Or you could come in and out. It could be an on again, off again situation, but they're coming across the Nine of Wands, like they're not done with the situation. Even if their back is to this connection, even if they've got their guards up and things like that, they're protecting themselves, but they're waiting for relief. Like this person's waiting for you to come in. They're waiting for communication too. They're waiting for a time when you can communicate, or when they can get some relief from the troubles they're experiencing in life and or in this connection. And they do feel like still working on this, even though it's been very hard. This is a difficult connection, so it's been hard. Like if this is somebody that you just have a crush on, or you don't know, then it could still apply in some ways, but maybe it's not your reading. Again, just take it how it resonates. But somebody, this is their reading, and this person feels like it's been hard, but they haven't given up. Got the Ten of Wands here. Yeah, that just validates what I said. It's been hard. So regardless of what happens, excuse me. You are manifesting a new beginning. You both feel connected to each other. The Ten of Wands says that, you know, if you need something more from this person, go ahead and ask for it. Communicate. If maybe this person, they work too hard and they don't ask for help when they should. They're very much in this guarded energy. So even if they want to communicate with you, It's like, why don't they? It's because they just prefer to handle things on their own and face their challenges on their own. With the Ten of Wands, it also talks about being attracted to someone that, you know, can't show up for you, can't, you know, match your energy. And that's an underlying defense mechanism for somebody that has like intimacy issues. So intimacy issues isn't always running away from love. Sometimes it's running towards the wrong person or towards difficult situations. It's often, with the Ten of Wands, says that it's a reflection of childhood or past patterns that people have adopted, because that's what they've seen or what they've experienced in the past. They feel like that's normal to them. Like if things aren't in some kind of chaos, then it doesn't feel normal to them. And so that needs to be eliminated, obviously, for a healthy relationship. Yeah, I stopped on the Strength card. Somebody could be a Leo, but either way, it's about going towards peaceful resolution, planning for peaceful resolution, and expecting peaceful resolution. Our expectations create our reality. So let's get a song for this group. Yeah, you can't hurry love. You're just going to have to wait, guys. And we've got Two of Pentacles suggesting, well, that's Manic Monday. So again, chaos here. And you can't hurry the situation. So some of you want to really hurry it up, right? The Knight of Swords. You want to rush in. But Seven of Pentacles, you can't hurry love, Phil Collins. So you're just going to have to wait. The adjustments need to be made. You know, this is a slow-moving process for a reason. It goes along with that Knight of Pentacles energy. So those adjustments, I mean, you cross that bridge when you come to it. So I can't tell you like every adjustment that, you know, needs to happen. It's like you cross that bridge when you come to it, and it's just going to be a repeat of bridges and bridges and bridges that you have to navigate, and your person will as well. And then at the end of that, is there's no guarantee that, you know, everything's going to be hunky-dory in the way that you want it. But the Seven of Pentacles is not a negative card, so I mean, if you want this, why not work for it? Until which time you can see for sure that, you know, you're wasting your time. If that's the case, you know, or it could work out and be beautiful and something that was worth the wait. But that's not something that's going to happen. Yeah, exactly. Natural evolution. Let the situation unfold naturally. It has to unfold naturally. You can't force it. And people that want to force it, sometimes it's because they don't know their worth. They want to, you know, rush in and just like have the loving relationship be like the answer to their problems or the thing that makes them feel good, when in reality, you know, you should be happy in and of yourself, making your own self feel good, right? That should be the basis of any relationship. Like, we always hear that, but people say it all the time because it's the truth. And that message is being repeated here today, okay? So that's what we've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to take it to group 2. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below, or check out a different reading from the playlists linked down below. Excuse me. Welcome group 2. So if you chose this card, the message, why wait? I've got the hots for you. The sex is fire. Let's move fast. This is your reading. All right. Let's just get a card for a general overview for group 2, what they need to know right now regarding the situation. We've got death and we've got the Hanged Man coming out, but I wasn't ready. Somebody is not realizing something. Perhaps an ending. Yeah, the Tower. This is my Lisa Frank Tarot. If anybody's interested, links down below. We've got the Fool underneath that, suggesting a new beginning. But something couldn't last. Okay? Sudden shock, sudden surprise. It could be something, you know, minor-ish to something like a disaster-ish, depending on, you know, who I'm reading for, whoever's watching. But yeah, the Tower is about sudden upheaval, a big change, and a big downfall or breakup, divorce, breakup, downfall, something like that. So let's get some cards for you guys. The Angel Tarot cards. For everyone who chose group 2, tell us their story, what's going on here that they need to know. I feel like I'm dealing with strong Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here in this reading. Somebody could have it strong in their chart. Don't have to. Okay, so what's the situation for these guys for group 2? We've got King of Earth. Oh, okay. So you're dealing with maybe a boss figure, a husband figure, somebody that, excuse me, oh gosh. So it's a masculine energy. The King of Earth, like the keywords in the card says, can be professional, generous, responsible, practical. Somebody that probably does well for themselves financially. So that could be you, it could be your person, it could be both of you. But this King of Pentacles is somehow, way, shape, or form affecting the connection. Okay? You could feel like you have met the person that you were meant to meet, or you could feel that way about this person. Or this is the kind of person that you really wanted, is somebody that's responsible, practical, successful, that you know, is generous, especially materially speaking, can take care of you, provide for you, that kind of thing as well. It does feel like there is love between the two of you, and this feeling that whatever feelings that you do have for each other, you like or love each other for the people that you are, okay? Or again, this could be the ideal. So what is your energy towards this person? At number 16, the Tower again. So strong Aries and Scorpio energy coming through. Breakdown, upheaval, significant life event, powerful revelation. You could have learned something big. You could be going through that period of clarity coming in, but in a very uncomfortable, you know, to say the least, uncomfortable sort of way. But what this opportunity gives you is an opportunity for a new beginning, right? Because however much you might have wanted something, or however well something seemed to have been going, it wasn't built on a strong foundation. That means it was shaky to start. It was like shaky from the start. It wasn't built on the solid foundation that, you know, that it could have potentially been built on, because the King of Earth is about solid foundation. It's grounded earth energy, but yet we have here a major breakdown here. So it's what you're feeling towards this person. But there's an opportunity to spread your wings. You know, after every breakdown, there's an opportunity to come back stronger and better and rebuild. How does this person feel towards you? The Sun. Wow. So clarity. This is about clarity. So it's like you got clarity in a really tough kind of way with that Tower energy. And this person has gotten clarity, but I think it's more to do like in a positive way. So whatever's happened or happening in the connection, this person's feelings for you are very positive. Like the card says, a happy outcome, brilliant new ideas lead to success, have confidence in yourself. Now, could that, I mean, I do feel like someone here is entering a realm of new prosperity, new opportunities in a material sense, to experience abundance and things of that nature. But we are asking how this person feels about you, and their feelings with the Sun card are very positive. Like if you guys love each other, if you're at that level where you love each other, then you love each other, or this person loves you. If you just met, obviously, then it's more like liking each other. This person likes you. But it feels to me like you guys have been through a lot. This person's been through a lot, and overall, you know, they've like taken score, basically. They've gotten clarity on the realization that, you know, this relation, the positive things about this relationship, this connection, and the positive influence this connection has had on their life. So they very much have very strong feelings for you, okay? And they do still have hope for a positive future here. But somebody might not have been realizing something, realizing changes that need to be made, realizing something. That's why the Tower came in, and that was one of the first things that I said when we got the Death card and the Hanged Man at the start. Not realizing. And if you're not going to realize something, then the universe is going to come in and, you know, give you a hard lesson about it, knock you down, make you face it. And that's what's happened. But new beginnings are going to come from that. Positive new beginnings and a chance for something better. So I thought I had pulled, yeah, this must be it. The Three of Earth, that was the outcome. So Three of Earth is about working together. Could mean that you know, do work together, will work together in the future, or it's talking about teamwork in the relationship. It is about relationships. It did want to come out in reverse. So that means that being on the same team, on the same page, working as a team has been challenging for the two of you. There has been some sort of lack of teamwork here, maybe outside interference here. Maybe somebody just wasn't being recognized for the value they brought into the relationship. But now this person is getting clarity, and you are as well. Like one of you was forced to get clarity, and the other just, I don't know, maybe they were forced to, but they've got the clarity, and now they're feeling very positively and seeing how this can be a really prosperous, abundant, emotionally fulfilling relationship. But it does feel like practical matters in concern, like homework, money, things like that, are an important factor to the relationship. But this person's feeling very positively about it. So if this reading is resonating, please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and keep it going. If you'd like a private reading like this, go ahead and check out the playlist. Check out the description box down below for my email. Email me. You can get that done. I'm going to get a card for you from the Songs deck. What else does Group 2 need to know? Yeah, again, you guys are earth signs or have strong earth in your energy. somebody here is really a boss, like I said before, with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So Emperor is Lenny Kravitz, are you going to go my way? Somebody wanting things their way. But when you're rigid, like I said, you know, a bamboo blows in the breeze, a rigid tree branch will crack in a storm. So you want to be more flexible, whoever this is being. And I feel like this person's energy comes across as more flexible with the sun, more positive for sure. And the Ten of Pentacles is about, you know, issues to do with the practical realm, money, home, work, family. It's about leaving a legacy or having enough to leave a legacy, so that's important here. Good tradition. So you could be dealing with a very traditional masculine, or it's just a traditional relationship. It didn't start off right though, because we've got the Knight of Wands was the first card out for you guys. So it's talking about, you know, how attracted you guys were to each other, how attracted this person is to you physically. And in that realm, maybe you guys rushed ahead when what you should have done is gone slow. Because, and it's not too late to do that. Because the energy between you is Pentacles, that's slow moving energy, that's grounded energy. It's different than the fiery energy of the Knight of Wands, right? So it is a different energy that you guys are now embodying, whereas before you were not embodying that. Or I feel like there's still a strong attraction because Earth is sensual as well, but it feels like it's more calm. But anyway, the Ten of Pentacles, where are you, Ten of Pentacles? I can't never remember this woman's name. Good Tradition by Tanita Tikaram. So just basically talking about like traditional family, mama, papa, babies, grandparents all together. It's not the warm and fuzzy feeling that we get from like the Ten of Cups. If this is more about like, you know, family, family basically. It's a loaded word for a reason. Interpersonal politics, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. You know, who's gonna act this way, who's gonna act that way. You know, whose toes are you gonna avoid stepping on? Who, you know, like what can't be helped, what can be helped, kind of thing. So it's kind of like a little dance vibration going on here. That's coming through. So that's a song for you guys if you want to check it out. Good Tradition. One more card for group 2, please. We've got Proposal. Your romance is about to evolve to the next level. Okay, and Life Partner. So evidently this is somebody that you're going to spend your life with. They're going to grow old with, that you could have already been with for a long time. It's like, even though it started off on the wrong foot and a tower moment happened, we see like people having a realization, and apparently that realization is helping you guys to work together as a team, to value each other more, that you're different but still bring something valuable to the relationship, that there's still, even though, because this is the Three of Pentacles is a card of foundation. Okay, the Tower is a card of a broken foundation or an unstable foundation. So in the past, or in your energy, viewer, there's a tower moment, unstable foundation, and the outcome is a stable foundation. Okay, so the tower moment is making way for, you know, this proposal and this person becoming your life partner, and so taking it to the next level. Okay, so this is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does support the channel and keep me coming back to do more of these kinds of readings for you. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below. right, welcome group 3. So if you chose this card, this reading is for you. Your person's message was, I love how outgoing you can be. You're someone everyone can't help but notice, okay? So we're going to start with a card from my Lisa Frank Tarot deck. If anybody's interested in that, that's linked down below. Thanks to whoever has bought. Somebody who bought one recently. Appreciate you. So for group 3, what is the overall message or something that group 3 needs to know? We've got the Fool. Somebody could be an Aquarius. But either way, regardless of sign, this is about new beginnings, not having any sort of worries, kind of taking a leap of faith, trusting in the universe to catch you before you fall, taking a leap towards something in a new beginning here, starting a new journey. You could live at a distance from this person, or vice versa. This person could live at a distance from you. Somebody is really determined, though, with the vision that they have and to move towards it. It's kind of interesting. Okay, so got the 6 of Earth. Yeah, there's a new opportunity here. Has to do with money as well. Somebody could be getting a new job or a gift of money. We've got the Hermit coming out in your energy. The 10 of Air. Page of Air. Excuse me. Yeah, I know the AC is loud, guys, so if it is too loud, like I told a previous group, go ahead and hit the mute button and turn on the closed captioning. So how are you feeling towards this person? You're feeling like you're withdrawn from this person. You could be no contact. You could be single. So, yeah. This is a newer deck for me, and as the card says, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe that's what your person is doing. Maybe that's what they seem like they're doing, but they're actually learning. They could be in school, or they're watching from a distance. You could be hiding your feelings right now, or feel like this person is. You could be shy about this relationship or toward this person. You could just be feeling like safer to intellectualize your emotions, or maybe you feel like your person does that. I think you guys both do that to some extent. You could be feeling lonely. You could be feeling isolated. You could be missing this person. You could really fear being vulnerable or be in the healing stage, because 10 of Air is about a painful ending. And that's your combined energy. So combined energy is the end of a difficult situation. So the good news about the 10 of Air is that if it's a difficult situation and it ends, then that's obviously a good thing, right? Because people don't need to suffer, especially in love relationships. There is no point in being in a relationship where people are going to make you suffer, or it's a bad relationship where people are hurting, where people are suffering. So again, broken record, if this isn't your reading, you know what you can do. So for whoever this reading is for, though, this person is feeling toward you, well, it depends on, yeah. Again, I'm just getting you guys both do this. You intellectualize your feelings. Somebody really intellectualizes their feelings and comes from it more from their head than from their heart. Okay? And I guess it makes sense with the card that initially came out. I love how outgoing you can be. You're someone that everybody can't help but notice. Then, like, this is an opinion, right? This is how they observe you. So it's like, how do they know that about you if you don't know them that well, or it's been a while since you were in contact or whatever? This person is observing you. It's an indication to me that with the Page of Airs, they're observing you, and they like that about you, okay? That you get attention, which is interesting because you're in the Hermit energy. So maybe this person's watching your social media and you're posting things that make it seem like you're very outgoing. Meanwhile, you know, you're in the Hermit energy. Or maybe this person's in the Hermit energy and you're the more like outgoing one. But anyway, this person does like to have discussions with you, like philosophical discussions, or just kind of like ideas, like thoughts and discussions or conversations about ideas. Because they're not really comfortable with emotions, and they're not comfortable with emotional confrontation either. So it could be that, you know, if this person ghosted you or wandered away, that has to do with just not wanting to deal with uncomfortable emotions or have an emotional confrontation. Because this is like an avoidant person. They get nervous easily. They could be on edge and ready for a fight. Maybe they don't want to say anything hurtful. But I just get that this person fears emotional intimacy and vulnerability. Now, if this feels like, you know, I mean, like I said, I feel like you guys have similar energies. So they could very well be feeling that way about you. But I feel like if this is your reading, you're going to know like who that is describing, like who more so it's describing, you or them. And we can't sugarcoat this Ten of Swords energy. You know, it's the end of a difficult situation, embrace change, expect things to get better, recovering from an addiction. So, I mean, at least it's ending, right? Because this bad situation needed to end, this time needed to end in order for there to be a rebirth. Whether that rebirth is together or apart, either way, just like to come out of a painful situation. First, it has to end. And it can't, even if it's over, there's a need for healing and acceptance in order to move on past the challenges. And I see that you are in a healing energy, so that's a good thing. But if this person's being avoidant and they're not dealing with like the situation and what happened and what's wrong and what needs to like be looked at, then it's just going to prolong, you know, the separation, okay? Because acceptance is necessary for, you know, healing, for growth, and for the new beginning to come in. So what is the outcome here? We've got Justice. So a fair and just decision, do what you know is right. So with that being said, that's what's going to happen. You know, karma's going to come into play here. You know, whatever anybody did, whether good or bad, that's going to be revisited back upon them. So I'm not getting like, I don't know what this Ten of Swords is about, but fairness, right? This is like fairness is going to happen. Like fairness is going to reign in the situation. And it even indicates that, you know, whatever kind of issue you're having with this person, you're going to come out ahead, you're going to succeed, okay? Okay. I feel like there's just an imbalance in the connection in some way, shape, or form, some karma playing out, but this is a good indication that, you know, you're going to succeed, whatever that means for the situation. So let's get a song from my songs deck. We've got the beautiful Ten of Cups, and we've got the World. See, this is wonderful. So doing your healing work, going within, really figuring out what it is that you need to be happy, and going in that direction, having faith, all of those things are going to pay off beautifully with the Ten of Cups. It's a wonderful world. Okay, Louis Armstrong. Ten of Cups, talking about it's a wonderful world. Mama, Papa, and babies, emotional fulfillment. And the World is also about completion of a cycle, wrapping something up, removing oneself from negative energies, negative people and situations, not letting things get to you, rising above problems. And just seeing, like, when we got Six of Pentacles, didn't Six of Pentacles fall out at the beginning? And that is about there, but for the grace of God go I. So even though you're going to win in the situation, you know, whatever that means, like you're going to come out ahead, you're going to succeed with that Justice card, you're still going to have compassion for this person, and vice versa. But mostly, you know, this is talking about, the world is talking about to have compassion, because, you know, from a higher spiritual perspective, everyone is you pushed out. You know, there, but for the grace of God go I. And the world is about that. It's about unity, coming into unity with spirit, with source, and feeling really, really freaking good with this, with the Ten of Cups. So it's just beautiful. It's the opposite energy than what you have been in. The Ten of Swords is like completely opposite from the Ten of Cups. And it's talking about seeing the world for all its wonder and all its possibilities. And I don't think you're going to be able to avoid doing that. You're just going to be feeling so good and so full and so complete. And, you're just going to have, like, your cups runneth over with happiness and fulfillment. Okay? There could be a Knight of Pentacles in your future, a good guy, good woman, slow and steady wins the race, give you the shirt off their back, that kind of an individual. We've got bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. Okay, so it feels like you both have, like, this person is trying to learn about you. I think you're trying to learn or understand the situation, what's happened. And you're also trying to understand yourself better, which is great. And it's like through doing that, you can deepen the connection, increase the bond. With the Tease card at the bottom of the deck, maybe things have started off kind of shallow, teasing, flirtatious, crush kind of energy, but this is talking about what, you know, the way to increase a bond with someone is to truly get to know them, and to get to know somebody takes time, it takes effort. It can take effort. In this situation, I'm imagining it does with the Ten of Swords as the dynamic, but at some point, it's like once you once the rubber hits the road, it's like full steam ahead, full speed ahead with that Chariot card coming out earlier. So I think it's just a reminder to get to know each other and get to know people, you know. That's what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does support the channel and keep it going. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. If the reading, you know, didn't resonate, which I intend that it did, but if you'd like to check out a different reading, playlists are linked down below. What else? I don't know if I said that already, but I'm going to take a break, and you guys take care.